Good morning and welcome to the farm. We are in Schwesing. I hopefully pronounced that right, in the North Frisia area of Germany, which is very north, close to the border of Denmark. And I wanted to give you a tour of our farm after its €1 million makeover and also explain that all is not as it seems. So let's get started with the tour. Some of the old buildings do remain. This old shed here by the house. We keep the cars and the little tiger car to get around and other bits and pieces. We've got another old shed here, but straight away you see the most exciting part of the upgrade, which is this new machine shop with bale storage attached to it. We'll have a peek inside, see what we've got in here at the moment, having some work done on it. We've got a fence. Most of our tractors on the farm are fenced. This is a 933 Vario, over 300 horsepower, so he's one of the workhorses in the fleet of tractors we've got. In the larger machine hall, well, we've got quite a bit going on in here. We've got our forage harvester, we've got our regular combine harvester, and we've got a class Xerion, which is our most powerful tractor. It's brand new, it's on hire purchase, so we're paying monthly for it. We've not used it much yet. And over on this side is where bale storage would be, but we are a bit short on bales at the moment, unfortunately. So this massive redevelopment of the farm occurred last year, and it was unfortunate timing as we had a TB outbreak with the cattle, with the cows. We are a dairy farm primarily, and over 100 cows had to be slaughtered. So we've decimated the herd, and that then caused problems hiring contractors that normally work the field, which is what my uncle normally does, um, and also paying the staff as well without the income from the milk. It left us in quite a financial pickle. I've come with my very limited farming knowledge to help out the family, hopefully survive and get some of the debt under control. We are €500,000 still in debt. But the farm does look very nice, so every cloud, I suppose. In this larger shed, we've got our storage for fertilizer, seed, and what have you. A couple of trailers here. In fact, this one's a forage harvester, a pickup, which my uncle recently preferred using over the forage harvester. But we will still grow silage corn, silage maize for the cows, so the forage harvester's still got life in it. We've got another tractor here, another big Fendt 942. He's over 400 horsepower. Seeder, fertilizer back there. And after the tour, I'll maybe get on with my chores and show you feeding, show you maybe a bit more of the land. We've got a smaller Fendt here that this does a lot of yard work. He's got his front lifter on, he's got his bale spikes on at the moment. Straw blower, another trailer there. We've got our telehandler here, our bales. As you can see, we are short on bales. Luckily, spring is just around the corner. This is our barn for the dairy cows. Brand new, this. Unfortunately, the herd is now, I think, in the region of 33. I'll have to look at my notes. 33. We've got 33 cows. We've got 8 bulls. The bulls are kept separate at the moment. 8 of our cows are pregnant as well, so that's something good. And hopefully next month, as we get into spring, we'll move some of the bulls over here and try and get a few more cows pregnant and grow the herd and get milk production back to where it used to be. But that's going to be quite a slow process, unfortunately. We've got slurry mixer here. This is where our brand new pens for the calves, brand new calving area, yet to be used. Silo King for feeding. Got one of the older fanciers, been on the farm maybe 20 years, thousands of hours of work on it. And then I think this is our only tractor that's not a Fendt apart from the class Deutzfire as well. Been on the farm a long, long time. got a roller, a mixer. We will jump in something. Let's jump in the vent here. Let's jump in here. And we'll take a look around without having to walk and tire myself out. So around this way, we do have a bit of a barn attached to the farmhouse. Not sure if it's going to get used much anymore after the redevelopment, but we have kept it. Maybe a bull can go in there in winter, or any cows that need to be separated for the herd from whatever reason. We've got our silos over here, and 2 silage bunkers, 1 last barn, or shed, should I say, cultivator, disc harrow, sprayer, and a lime spreader all in there. If I take you out this way, you see these 2 fields across from us are our fields. Got a cover crop in them over winter, and we are hoping to grow the silage maize in there. And then just over here, this is where our bulls live. So in the summer, when they're not with the rest of the herd reproducing, we do have a barn now, a nice new barn for them. Let's jump off. Got a nice new barn for them to keep warm, sheltered during the winter months, so that's where they are at the moment. A couple of young bulls in here as well. Oh, hello. So it's really improved. It's just unfortunate timing, like we're now in a bit of a financial crisis. Just dropped my phone as I got back in the tractor. So yeah, there's the pasture you can see, and we'll get to work doing some feeding. So we've moved the silo king around to the silage bunkers, and I'm going to take some hay round and then fill her up the rest of the way with some buckets of silage from the bunker. And normally this is a 2-person job, but with the cuts and the sort of austerity that the farm is going through at the moment, it's just me this morning getting this done. Let's let go of those, drop them in. We've got this great big scoop over here for the telehandler. Attached, and we'll be able to fill her up with some silage. This is grass silage from all our grass fields. Hopefully I'll be able to give you a bit of a tour of the land as well once I've got this done. I think the cows are mostly in good shape. They don't need too much at the moment. I think this feeder get about 36,000 litres in it, maybe. It's very big, which just gives you an idea of the scale of the dairy farming that we used to do to make this a good investment, a feeder of this size. I say we used to do. I wasn't really involved with it. I just started working on the farm over the winter. But hopefully we'll get back to that level of dairy farming where the silo king is being utilised to its full potential. A couple more scoops should do it. Try and get this bit over here. Oops. We did get a respectable subsidy as well for having the cover crops in the 2 fields to our north there. So hopefully we can utilise that as well more the next winter and get a few more in the ground, because every little helps really when it comes to the amount of debt we've got and the monthly payments for a few of the vehicles, the newer vehicles. We are going to need every bit of cash we can get to keep this farm going. It'd be such a shame to lose the farm after such a big reinvestment as well. Let's get this plonked over here. We will put the bale spike back on and we'll take ourselves back around. Right, we've a couple of bags of mineral feed in there, well more than a couple, maybe half a dozen. It's all mixed up now, so we're going to get our feeder through here and get some fresh feed in for our girls. So let's see what's going to be the best way. Swing around this way and back up into the hay shed. There we go. And there we go, not too bad. Getting the hang of this tractor driving. Let's get our feed mix in. There we are topped up. We're looking pretty good for everything really. Straw. It's pretty good, food's pretty good. Pretty happy with how things are looking. It's nice and clean in here. Here are our new milking machines. Not getting much use at the moment. Clap back over. I don't think the bulls are going to need very much at all. So I'm going to take this over there. Problem with its length is it is a bit of a pain to manoeuvre around these tight sheds. We'll take this over to the bulls. We'll see if they need topping up at all. And then we'll have a tour of the land. And around this beautiful German countryside. Pretty coastal, pretty low lying. Not the hilly German landscape that you sometimes think of when you think of German countryside, thinking of like places like Bavaria and the more southern areas. Very different up here, but still a very pretty place to live and work. Let's get this in. Move it along. There we go. That should do us. I could drive straight out, but I've not really gone in far enough to really want to have to open and shut 2 gates. Alright, see you later, boys. Alright, I'll be back. I'll get this parked and I'll be back for a quick tour. Okay, we're back, and I've got out the Tiger car, a little personal investment of mine. Thought I need a bit of a way to get around sometimes without using my uncle's car. So we'll have a bit of a tour. I'll pop up Google Maps as well whilst or your preferred chosen map app, whilst I give you a tour of the place. So, bulls to my right. We do have a field here to my left. I think we planted rye in most of the fields at the end of last year. plant rye for the winter. So that should be ready, nice early summer harvest. Likewise on my right we've got another field, and again rye has been planted in there to take care of the weeds. Once the ground isn't frozen, we do have a small field now to my left. Very narrow field. I think the plan for this is silage corn as well, silage maize for cow feed. Didn't have time to get a cover crop in that one, unfortunately. It's carrying down this road. Got a bit of a morning mist ahead of us. Being low lying there is quite common around these parts, of the misty, like the sea fog comes over. We're not far from the North Sea. We're going to get to a junction in a minute. This field on the right, that's nothing to do with us. We're going to hold up some cars. Right. Over here, nearly hit that. Over here we got a grass field. This is one of ours. And you can see a horse farm over there in the distance. One of our neighbours. Going straight down here. We do have now another field on our right coming up after we pass the grass field. I believe this has got rye in it as well. Unless I'm misremembering, I'm pretty sure everything we planted after last year was rye. Let's go and take a look. Yeah, it's looking good. It's got some good growth before the cold set in. Been sat dormant now over winter, so it's going to spring to life soon. There's a train in the distance, got the railway over there. And you can see a wind farm up there on the horizon as well. Oh, you can go around, you don't have to wait for me. And we'll let them go. Alright, nothing else down here is ours. It belongs to the neighbouring farms. There's a lot of farms in the area, as you'd expect. So this is Schwesing Bahnhof. Got a couple of houses around here. We do have a big old grain silo. You can get your grains shipped off by rail here. And pay for Deutsche Bahn to do that. I think it's this place. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, this is the place. And then we've got another farm here on our left. Nice big old farmhouse. Not much going on there at the moment, doesn't look like. It's a very cold morning. And then we are going to turn here up this way and we'll find a few more of our fields and then loop back around to the farm. Big biogas plant over there. I think that's part of a very large dairy farm. Now just beyond these trees, around this bend, we've got 4 grass fields. Quite small ones. 4 grass fields, they're all ours. All these grass fields were used for silage in the bunker last year, end of last year. We managed to get one last cut before the winter came and the grass got too wet. Did get quite a bit of snow as well. So yeah, 1, 2, and then just a bit further up 2 more, and then here, this road takes us back to the farm. We've got some more rye there. No, I do beg your pardon. Oilseed radish there, cover crop. We'll plough that in when it gets a bit warmer weather, when the ground's not hard and frozen. Maybe next video, that's something we can do, something I can show off. But yeah, we'll have to get that ploughed in, and its neighbouring field as well. Like you saw earlier, does have the cover crop in as well. Field on our left belongs to farm we passed on the road with the big old farmhouse. And then you can see up ahead we are back to our farm. So I'll leave you here. Hope you've enjoyed the tour of the farm. I'll try and keep the videos coming, and hopefully we can save this farm. We've got 200,000 euros in the bank. We've got no crops to sell. That's all we've got now until we've got a harvest, and we've got good prices for selling. This grass field here on the left is mine as well, I should say ours as well. So we can take a sneaky shortcut through. But we should have all the seed we need. I think we've got all the fertiliser we need. Maybe we'll need some more liquid fertiliser, but we have invested in a sprayer that can spot spray the weeds, so we should be good on herbicide, I'd hope. So really, hopefully that 200,000 is just to pay for any workers that we do hire, and to keep up with the payments on some of the machinery and on the loan. Hopefully we can keep our head above water, keep the farm alive, and get the herd back to a more respectable size than 33. So I'll leave you here. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.